For you, I got the rest of my life, fiancé. So did you get the chapel all settled?
Yep, all the arrangements are made. It's really the prettiest little chapel, too.
It is, huh? Well, I'm glad you like it.
Being down there and having Audrey make all the arrangements of flowers and this and that, suddenly realize it's going to come true.
I know. Did you think I was kidding?
No. But still, just to all of a sudden realize that you and I are going to be husband and wife.
I know. It sounds good, doesn't it?
It sounds wonderful.
You know, Tania, you're the first person that I've ever felt like I could spend the rest of my life with. I'm so happy about it.
I feel exactly the same way.
It's going to be so good.
It's going to be. It is.
Nurse Blevins, call the 5th floor desk. Nurse Blevins, call the 5th floor desk.
The only thing is I feel a little guilty.
What?
When I think about us sitting on top of the world, and there's poor Bobbie Brock in jail. I was so sure, Jake. I was so sure they would believe me.
We'll just have to convince them, that's all.
But if even Robert didn't believe me...
Robert did believe you. This is all the DA's doing.
I don't believe this is happening.
Bobbie, you are not to worry. I'm going to get you out of here.
How?
Tomorrow's the day that the arraignment is set. That's when they'll set bail.
How much do you think it's going to be?
I don't know.
I don't have a lot of money.
You don't need all of it, just 10%.
Jake.
Will you be able to deal with staying in jail for one night?
Jake, I've spent quite a few nights in jail in my past. I suppose I ought to tell you about it.
I already know.
When I think of me then, it's like thinking of a different person.
No. That Bobbie probably was a different person.
Was she? Why am I back in jail?
A mistake was made.
I wonder.
Bobbie, did you kill Brock?
No.
Then stop talking as though you belong here. You don't, and you know it.
All right, but I'm stunned because I don't believe it.
You'll be out of here by this time tomorrow.
I hope so.
You will. And just so you know, a lot of people pulling for you, Bobbie.
Ruby must be so upset.
Ruby and Terry wanted to come with me today.
No, I don't want to see anybody while I'm here.
It might make it easier.
Jake, no! I told you, I don't want any visitors.
All right. All right. I'll talk to Scorpio about it.
Jake, thank you.
Don't thank me yet. I haven't done anything. But you wait and see. I intend to do plenty.
Excuse me. Are we set up, Matt?
Speed.
Thank you. Mr. District Attorney, do you think you can get a conviction against Mrs. Bobbie Brock?
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. You sound very confident.
Well, I never prosecute people unless I'm sure they're convictable. I'm also sure that the grand jury will agree, and I predict that they'll indict.
And on what charge?
Well, I'm going for murder in the second.
I see. Mr. Commissioner, does that make you happy?
I'm ambivalent.
Does that mean you don't agree, sir?
The department is still continuing to look into matters.
But wasn't it the police who made the case?
There are some unanswered questions.
Such as?
I'm not at liberty to say.
I see. Has Mrs. Brock's defending attorney been notified? I would like to interview him.
I've sent word down to his cell.
I see. All right.
Jake, I got here as quickly as I could. I'd like to see her. Where is she?
Oh, I'm afraid you can't see her today. She specifically asked for no visitors.
Jake, she'll see me.
No, I'm afraid she said no one.
How is she?
Holding up. Excuse me.
Come in.
Whoops.
Yes, please get a shot of this.
Please, I'm not up for any interviews now. Thank you.
Please, Mr. Meyer, just one or two questions. How is Mrs. Brock going to be pleading?
Well, since she is not guilty, she will plead not guilty.
And how do you plan on handling her defense?
Brilliantly. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Counselor, I have to ask you something, Robert.
Sure. Ginny, could you just hang around for a minute, please?
Sure. No problem.
Bobbie would like no visitors.
Okay, if that's what she wants, I'll see that that's what she gets.
Thanks.
Excuse me, could everybody here move out of the office? I'd like to have a word to Miss Weber, Mrs. Weber. And
Counselor, after you.
Looks like we meet again in court. Jake?
Real I can do without.
I bet. You'll lose this one.
Want to bet?
Okay.
I told you that I planned to continue the investigation, and I meant just that.
Right. We're glad to hear it.
So, I was wondering if you could come in here Thursday morning for an interview.
Look, it's ludicrous, the whole thing. Anyone who knows Bobbie knows she is not a killer.
Yeah, well, now all we have to do is convince the 12 jurors who don't know her.
Jake. You know what's happened to Bobbie?
Yeah, I know what's happening, Bobbie. Can we go home? I'm kind of tired.
Of course. Tell her that I was here, that I'm behind her 100%. I know she's innocent.
I sure will, Rick. Thanks.
Ruby. I'm sorry.
Thanks for being here. Listen, I think I'd better get back to work.
Oh, I've already started the dinner. You don't have to worry about it.
I think I need to work. It's about the only thing that's going to keep my mind off of Bobbie in that jail.
Oh, that must be just awful for her.
It's no picnic. She's okay. From the waterfront, she's tough.
Well, have you heard from Jake yet?
No, I haven't. Would you two like a cup of coffee?
Yeah, I would love one.
Okay.
Good. I'll
Please.
get some more.
You think we could sit down and talk for a minute? You know, hearing those problems kind of, makes ours sound stupid, doesn't it? I just wanted to tell you that I'm sorry. I acted like a jerk earlier.
I was really looking forward to seeing you.
You were?
Yeah. Why would I come all the way to the TV studio?
Ruby?
Jake!
It's going to be okay. Arraignment is set for tomorrow. We'll set bail. Get her the hell out of there.
That's good news.
I'm so sorry to hear about Bobbie. How is she? Have you seen her? Is she okay?
No, I haven't, but Jake has. She says she's okay.
Oh, good. Listen, I feel kind of dumb bringing this up right now because I know it's not a good time to do it, but Tania wouldn't think it was that dumb, so I'm going to bring it up anyway.
Which is what?
Well, I just realized that Tanya's going to get married very, very soon, and nobody's even bothered to plan a shower for her. And I know that everybody's all upset over Bobbie and everything.
She's
but
right. I should have thought of it. I'm the maid of honor.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, well, I've been so busy with everything in Mexico and everything. Just kind of slipped my mind.
Well, do you want to do it?
Sure.
Well, we're going to need a big place. I mean, Tania has a lot of friends.
Well, if it always weren't happening with Bobbie, I'd say you could use this place.
Well, then use it. I think Bobbie would like it. I think it'd be good for her.
Bobbie?
Yeah, she's invited, isn't she?
Sure,
Yeah.
but she won't be able to come, would she?
You invite her. I'll make sure she comes.
Oh, Jake. Oh.
Been working hard?
I've got to figure this out.
How was your day? What happened?
Did everything I could, love.
What do you mean?
DA. It's like trying to move the Empire State Building. This guy wouldn't budge.
You arrested Bobbie?
I had no choice.
You mean she's in jail?
Yes.
Robert, how could you let this happen?
Well, I did everything I could.
Yes, but your best friend's sister.
I can't believe it either.
Oh, look, it's going to go crazy when he finds this out.
Well, hopefully by the time he learns of it, this mess will be cleared up.
You do still think she's innocent, then?
Of course.
Well, then what are we going to do?
The only thing we can do. Continue to look for the real killer. How's the anagram coming?
Oh, not terribly good. How's the investigation coming along? Any new clues or anything?
Again, not too good.
No suspects.
Not a one.
Doesn't look too good, does it?
No.
Evening, Mrs. Brock. You don't remember me, do you?
No, I'm sorry. Should I?
Well, you practically saved my life a couple of years ago. I was in General Hospital, bypass operation. You stayed with me 24 hours straight after the surgery. I know if it weren't for you sitting there by my side, I'd never have had the will to pull through.
Hi, Mrs. Turner. Yes, I do remember you. How is your son? Did he get that scholarship?
Well, he sure did. He's in graduate school now.
That's wonderful.
Sure hate seeing you here, Mrs. Brock.
Me too.
Now, I gotta give you some rules. You understand?
Of course.
Dinner will be brought in about a half an hour. Then in 2 hours, it's lights out. You got anything to do? A book, maybe?
No, I didn't think of it.
I'll bring you one tomorrow.
Oh, well, I hope to be out by tomorrow.
Oh, I hope so, too. Try to get some sleep tonight.
Thank you.